Hello everybody, my name is Victor, I am 21 years old and I can proudly say that this is my last year at the university where I have been studying industrial design and development of the product. And I have to tell you that if you stay with me for 5 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to apply a fully and completely economical analysis to our development process. So, first I'm going to talk about why and when should we perform this analysis. Second, I'm going to show you the difference between quantitative and qualitative analysis. I'm going to show you the pros and cons of each one. And third, and we get to the main point of the video, I'm going to show you how to perform this analysis by using a 4-step method. This 4-step method consists on first, building a base case financial model. Second, performing a sensitivity analysis. Third, we are going to really get to understand the trade-offs of our product, and last but not the least, we are going to perform a qualitative analysis. So let's start. Why and when should we perform this kind of analysis? We are going to perform this kind of analysis in order to support decision making. It is a strong tool to support decision making, so we are going to do that for that reason, and we are going to do it when those hard and tough decisions came to us or came to our company. So that's the why and when, but how? We are going to do this analysis. Every analysis has a quantitative part and a qualitative part. We normally get or put more attention in the quantitative part because it is easier to us to understand something that can be measurable, something that it is profitable or it is not profitable, something that it costs 5 euros or it is cost 10 euros, or things that can be measured. So the quantitative part of the analysis just look at the factor that can be measurable with a number, like timing, production, sales, cash flows, all those factors. But if we just look to those factors, we will miss other factors that could influence our production or influence our product. Those factors, we will look at it by the qualitative analysis. With this qualitative analysis, we will get to know the interaction between the company and the competitors, the company and the macroeconomic environment, or the company and the project. So, in order to make a fully and completely analysis, we have to mix the quantitative and the qualitative analysis. And let's move to how we really get to perform this analysis. And let's move into the 4-step method. So, step number 1, we have to perform or we have to build a base case financial model. This step will consist on making a net where we are going to introduce our cash flows and where those cash flows are going to take place. And once we did that, we have to calculate the present value of every cash flow in every period of time. And once we did that, we have to sum up every value that we just calculate in one that will give us the present value of the overall project. The highest this number is, the better the inversion would it be. So if we have 3 scenarios, the one with the higher present value, it would be the profitable one. I have posted here the book where you can find these nets and this table done, and I recommend you to have a look at the end of the video to those tables. So let's move on the step number 2, the sensitivity analysis. Once we have done the base case financial model, we have to do this sensitivity analysis in order to get to understand how those factors that we have put, like production cost, development time, marketing cost, sales, and all the factors that you want to include in the net, how would affect to our present value of the overall project. So this step consists on answering the what if question. Those questions would it be like, what if we spend another month trying to develop this project, or what if we sell the final product by $1 expensive, and how every factor, and I have to emphasize every, because we have to analyze every possibility of change of the factor included in the financial model. But in this step, we don't really get to see or get to know the connection between one factor and another. So that's why we should perform the step number 3. We should really get to understand the trade-offs of our product. Those trade-offs are the interaction between the product cost, between the development cost, between the development time, and between the product performance and sales of the product. So, in step number 2, as I said, if we change a factor, the other one will stay the same way. But the really thing, what it really happened is that if we spend more time in developing a product, we will spend more time in development cost, more money in development cost, we will spend more time in development, the overall thing, but the overall product, it would have a better performance, so we could sell it by a higher value. So we should get to understand every interaction between our internal factor and external factors. So we have talked about the quantitative part of the analysis, but what about the qualitative part of the analysis? The qualitative part of the analysis, it is considered in the point number 4. Because yes, we have talked about the measurable things, the timing, the production, the forecast sales, but what about the interactions between the project and the company, between the company and the competitors, and between the company and the macroeconomical environment? We have to see the project as a whole in our company. The money or the effort that we put in that project are money or effort or capacities of our company that we can't put anywhere else. So it would be a stupid thing to put all our effort or all our money into one single project, because if that project fails, the whole company would fail. We have to analyze too the interaction between the company, the project, and the competitors. How the competitors are dealing with their projects and how my decision will affect the competitors, or how the decision of the competitors will affect my company. And we also have to analyze the macroeconomic environment. We have to analyze the taxes, the conditions, the trends, the social trends, and we have to analyze how our product is going to be received in the public. So this is how we should make an economical analysis in order to support decision making. This economical analysis can be performed on each part of the production time. You can change some values or change some forecasts in order to use knowledge or something. And that would be all. If you want to read more about this, I have posted 2 pages in the next page of appendix to documents where you can find information about the net present value and about how to calculate the net present value if there are 2 potential scenarios. And you have write down here the whole text where I have found this information that I just gave you. So to summarize and to finish, we have that we are going to perform this analysis in order to support decision making. There are 2 types of analysis, that is quantitative analysis and qualitative analysis. And the 4th step method, it would consist on building a base case financial model to see the present value of the whole project. We then have to make a sensitivity analysis in order to understand and in order to answer the what if questions. And we have to understand, in the 3rd point, the trade-off of our project, how an input would be affected by the change of another input. And last but not the least, we have to make qualitative analysis into our product or into our company. So that would be all. I hope you like the video. Bye bye Salvador, and have a nice day.